Roaring Moon, or Rip-Off Salamence as I like to call it, has an attack, Vengeance Fletching, which does 70 damage plus 10 more damage for each ancient card in your discard pile. So we play a bunch of other ancient cards to boost the damage this does to our opponent's Pokemon and take easy knockouts. Some of these cards include 4 copies of Brute Bonnet, 4 copies of Flutter, 3 copies of Explorer's Guidance, 4 copies of Earthen Vessel, 4 copies of Sada's Vitality, and 4 copies of Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. We have many ways to get these ancient cards into the discard pile, like Brilliant Blender ASR from Surging Sparks, which allows you to search your deck for 5 cards and discard them, 4 copies of Quick Ball, 3 copies of the PokéStop Stadium, and 2 copies of Dedenne-GX, which allows you to discard your hand and draw 6 cards. We have many ways to easily power up our Roaring Moon's attack with Sada's Vitality as previously mentioned, and Dark Patch. We can boost our attack's damage by playing Choice Belt, which does 30 damage more to Pokemon V. We can also gust up our opponent's Pokemon for some easy knockouts by playing Guzma. Finally, we do have some recovery cards like Rescue Stretcher and Night Stretcher to either shuffle Pokemon back into the deck or put a Pokemon or energy card back into our hand. The deck list is in the description as always, so let's go and hop it into some games. Alright, I'm liking the look of this. I can't talk today, but we are playing against Mew VMAX. It is Dark Week. We are well in for a shout of this game. Let's do this. Alright, let's see what we can do. There's probably gonna, Battle VIP pass, can't even donk them, that's kind of sad, but we'll just let them get set up, and let's see what we can do. They have 2 Battle VIP pass in a turn, back to back. Damn, they really are getting set up this turn. Good thing we are going second though. I really want to get rid of this Mew VMAX this turn. They just attach a fusion energy, they quick pull. It's all good. It's all good in the hood really. Yeah, they get an Oricorio out and they'll probably just bench it, and yeah, they just you know, do the Mew VMAX thing and just keep drawing cards with that Fusion Strike system ability on Genesect. But we have a really good hand and they just pass. Okay, interesting. We top deck a Quick Ball as well, that's insane. We can Quick Ball away the Dark Energy, I think, for the Sada's Vitality, and I'll just probably go grab another Roaring Moon, to be honest, to get set up for this game. We'll bench it, and then we'll probably attach the Booster Energy Capsule, and then we can actually Field Blower it away to do more damage. That is crazy. What a card Field Blower is. Actually insane. Anyway, we can just Sada's Vitality for the 1 energy. Not too bad. But we do get the Earthen Vessel off those 3 cards, so we can attack this turn for sure. We'll just get rid of that Brute Bonnet in the hand and go get 2 energy into the hand. Insane. Attach energy from the hand, and then I think we'll just Dedenne it up, discard our hand, draw 6 cards. Here we go. What do we get? We get the Choice Belt. That's insane. Does that mean we can actually knock them out? Oh, we don't even need the Choice Belt on. We can just knock them out because of weakness. And just like that, kaboom! That Mew V is gone. Where's your Mew V gone? Where's your Mew V gone? Where has your Mew V gone? Way! Alright, getting into another game, and looks like we're playing against Lost Box, and we are starting with the Flutter in the active, so that is really, really good. Because that means they can't use their flower selecting ability. They will battle VIP pass though, get more comfies in play, which is insane, but we do have that Flutter main, as I said, so they cannot flower select this turn, which is brilliant. It means they can't get cards into the Lost Zone and all that good stuff. I wonder what they're going to pair this with. Lost Box centered around what card, I wonder. Maybe Giratina, maybe, or Dragonite V maybe as well. The options there are plenty. But yeah, our opponent is just setting up, and we don't have a great hand. We do have the Explorer's Guidance, so I do want to find a basic this turn, aka a Roaring Moon. yeah, the path to the peak as well, that kind of sucks as well, because we can't Dedenne. Can't use Dedenne because it affects rule boxes, that kind of sucks. And we just top deck a Dark Patch for our turn, that kind of sucks too. We'll just use the Explorer guidance, we get the Dedenne, I'm gonna have to put that into the hand. And maybe the energy, or maybe I don't know. Don't want to discard too many energy. We'll get the ancient energy booster capsule into the hand. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. And we'll just pass, unfortunately, because of that path to the peak. It means we can't discard our hand and draw 6 cards with the Dedenne. Kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do because they can't flower selecting. Because of our Flutter main in the active. They could Chorus, I guess, but their 4-card hand is very low, and I think it's unlikely they do have it in their hand. Anyway, I said it's unlikely, and of course they play it. That's just how it works, isn't it? Of course, and they just get cards into the lost zone. They are pairing it with Giratina V. I did say that was a possibility. So, and they just jet energy on the Giratina V, put it into the active, and then just Abyss Seeking. So they're going to put a few cards from their hand into the lost zone, or look at the top 5, sorry, and of their deck, and then put 2 into their hand and get rid of the others into the lost zone. Insane. Okay, we top deck a Roaring Moon, that's not too bad. We can get an attack off this turn. I do want to use the Sada's Vitality. We can get it on both of those Pokemon there. Another Dedenne kind of sucks. We do have the switch as well. But I think I'm just gonna hard retreat, to be honest. We can attach the Ancient Energy Booster Capsule as well, get the extra HP that we need. I'll just hard retreat, and then we can just probably swing into this Giratina V in the active, a respectable 110 damage. So if they do evolve this turn, we can easily knock it out next turn, which would be nice. Yeah, let's see what they can do. We are in a tough spot because of that path to the peak. It really sucks. And they switch card. Okay, so they're gonna switch into a Comfey and then heal 30 damage off that Giratina V. That kind of sucks for us, to be honest. And the path to the peak is not helping at all. We are just like dead drawing and really relying on a top deck, to be honest. Let's see what we can do. They're playing very slow, I don't like that. They do evolve into the Giratina V-Star, which kind of sucks. They attach Psychic Energy. Okay. Then they Primate Wisdom with the Eranguru, put a card on the top of their deck and draw a card as well. That's insane. Okay. They lost Vacuum. They're probably going to get rid of my tool, the Ancient Energy Booster Capsule, into the lost zone, not discard, unfortunately. Yeah, that path to the peak is really causing some problems for us, and they boss his orders. Okay, looks like they're just going to stall maybe, or they're going to switch into the Cramorant, and they can't even attack, I don't think, because I don't even have 4 cards in the lost zone, so it can't attack for free. That's unfortunate on their part. We do top deck the Earthen Vessel, so what I'm thinking is we're going to have to use it, get rid of the Brute Bonnet, and then get a couple energy into the hand. And we can't really do much else other than that, to be honest. We can then just Guzma up the Giratina V-Star again, and then just hit into it again. We're going to have to free hit this. I think we'll attach energy to the Flutter main while we're at it. We are in such a tough spot, because if they just attach energy they can knock us out, and that wouldn't be good. And they have the grass energy, and they just attach, and they're probably just gonna like lost impact or something, which is crazy. So we're in such a tight spot. I wonder if we can get out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if they just lost impact. Here we go, for the knockout. Get 2 energy into the lost zone with that attack, which is good for us, but I imagine they will end up mirage gating at some point. We do have a Flutter main in the active now. What do we top deck? A Rescue Stretcher. That really does save us there actually, because we can put the Roaring Moon back from the discard pile into our hand, and then bench it, and then probably use the Dark Patch, and then attach the energy from the hand, and then switch into the active spot, and then just knock it out for 130 damage, sorry. That was a really tight spot there, and we managed to get the top deck off. That's insane. First 2 prizes of the game for us, and it's a quick ball and another Dark Patch. Okay, that's really good, because we can get another Roaring Moon next turn set up. That is really coming clutch. I cannot stress how up against the wall we were with that, because that path to the peak is really causing some problems. I keep saying it. Must be annoying by now for you viewers, to be honest, but it is really annoying. They will just keep Primate Wisdoming, and they will just spit innocently for 110 damage, not knocking us out, which is great. And we top deck a Roaring Moon, so that's actually really good. We can then just Dark Patch to it, and then attach the energy to it from the hand. I think I'll quick ball away one of the Dedennes in the hand, and then go get another Roaring Moon just to be set up for this game and be covered well. We can just do 130 damage to this Cramorant and knock it out, which is great. We go down to 3 prizes remaining, which is awesome. How do you like my Roaring Moon sleeves, by the way? I like them. Thought it fits the deck really well. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, they're just gonna keep flower selecting, getting cards into the lost zone, so they can use the Mirage Gate item card to power up their Pokemon. They do escape rope. We'll send up the Flutter main, so they just can't use their ability. That's kind of funny. That's really good for us. No flower selecting for you, Comfy. Yeah, they just Primate Wisdom. I wouldn't be surprised if they just pass. Oh, they just Chorus Experiment. Okay, that's kind of bad for us. Imagine if we had a Kyurem right now, just be able to one tap all 3 of those Cramorants and win the game. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, here we are. They bench another Giratina V, and they Mirage Gate to it. That is really, really good. Because now we can just Guzma up the Giratina and try and knock it out. Can we knock it out? Oh, and we top deck the Brilliant Blender as well. That's crazy. Get 5 ancient cards into the discard pile really quick, just like that. Like Thanos clicked his fingers, and that really boosts the damage that our Roaring Moon will be doing this turn, which is excellent. We'll Guzma up that Giratina V, as I was saying. We can attach the Choice Belt as well, which is crazy. We're doing 180 damage, so we'll be missing the knockout by 10 damage on this Giratina. That kind of sucks. We were so close to getting that knockout. Seriously, like, come on, man. So close, really close. They bench another Cramorant, and they evolve into a Giratina V-Star, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just lost impact later this turn again. We do have another Roaring Moon powered up and ready to go on the bench. So yeah, I think we're pretty much covered. I'm surprised we're actually still in this game, to be honest. That path to the peak really causes some problems. Gotta hate paths to the peak. Yeah, taking some time here, Probably just gonna Lost Impact, I imagine. Here we go, 280 damage. Get rid of 2 energy from their Giratina V-Star into the Lost Zone, and they knock us out. But that's okay, we'll just come right back after they take this prize and take 2 prizes, which is awesome. We get a switch, that is kind of helpful for next turn. But yeah, awesome. We can just take those 2 prizes. 1 prize remaining, folks. We get an energy and an ancient energy booster capsule off those prizes, so we can attach next turn. We are still kind of relying on a top deck next turn. I don't know if they will be able to get a knockout on this Roaring Moon though. They do send up a Cramorant. Will they just spit innocently for 110 damage? I wonder, because if they do, that means it is GG's. Yeah. Let's see what they can do. And they just spit innocently for 110 damage. That's the game, because we can just return with the KO. And we top deck the Sada's Vitality, which is crazy. For the knockout, here we go. Easy KOs. How did we win that game with the Path of the Peak in play? Oh my god. Let's go. GG's. Alright, looks like we're going up against Arceus V, or V-Star, sorry, for this game. It should be an interesting matchup. Yeah, just going to get set up. We do have a relatively decent hand. We got the Brilliant Blender in the hand, which I think I will use straight away, to be honest. We do have the Sada's Vitality as well, so what I'm thinking is that we go and discard 2 Dark Energy from the deck, and then just go get rid of some random ancient cards, like probably those Brute Bonnets, to be honest. So yep, that's good for us, and then we can use Sada's Vitality, go get those 2 energy straight back onto those Roaring Moon in play. We get a couple Quick Ball as well, which is insane. I think I'll Quick Ball away maybe a Dark Energy, and maybe we'll get rid of the Sadas, actually do more damage. Go get the Dedenne as well. We can use the other Quick Ball away the Explorer's Guidance and go get a Brute Bonnet, I think, just to thin out the deck and do more damage, which is insane. We'll use the Dedenne and discard our hand and draw 6 cards. That isn't a great hand, but I'll take a respectable 140 damage. We'll attach the Ancient Energy Booster Capsule for the extra 60 HP and just attack. Okay, not a bad turn. We can 2-hit this Arceus V for sure, and if it evolves into the V-Star, which it does, as I say that's quite funny, we can still knock it out. Attach a big Parasol, that doesn't really affect us too much, and they just research for a fresh 7. Wow, that's pretty good for them. Yeah, not a bad start for us, or them, to be honest. I wonder what they will do. They are taking a while to think about what they are doing, because I don't know what they've paired Arceus V-Star with. It could be Gudra V-Star or Regidrago V-Star, but who knows. Well, I guess we'll just eventually find out. But geez, they are taking a while. Why are opponents taking a while today to make their decisions? Okay, they play a switch. That is sort of annoying. Can't knock out that Arceus V-Star now. But it should be okay. We get another Sada's Vitality into the hand off the top deck, and I'll use the Sada's Vitality to attach that energy. We get Earthen Vessel as well. I'll Quick Ball away the Flutter main. We can go get another Dedenne. We need to draw very quickly, to be honest. This is such a turbo deck. We'll get rid of it. Energy. And will I get 2 Dark Energy into the hand? We do have a couple Sadas left in the deck, I think, so that is good for us. We'll just Dedenne up again for the 2nd turn in a row, and that is actually quite a good hand. We get another Roaring Moon, and we get a double Dark Patch, so we can just like power up 3. And I can't attach the Choice Belt to the active because of the Ancient Energy Booster Capsule already on it, but I will just Dark Patch twice here to power up our 3rd Roaring Moon. We are absolutely set for this game, and I'll just hit into this Arceus V again for 180 damage. Alright, let's see, will they reveal what kind of deck they're playing with Arceus V-Star? Wouldn't be surprised if it's Regidrago. Why are they playing double Turbo Energy in Expanded? Like, just play double Colorless Energy, no damage reduction. They do Lost Vacuum though. They're probably going to get rid of maybe my Choice Belt. Yeah, my Choice Belt is going to go away to the Lost Zone, which is very unfortunate. They Serena, they're going to discard a few cards from their hand and draw a few more. They get a couple Dragon Pokemon into their discard, which is very telling actually, because we're now playing against Regidrago V-Star if they're discarding Dragon Pokemon like Duraludon VMAX and what's it called? Gudra V-Star, the Rolling Iron one. Yeah, the tanky boy. Anyway, they do just use their V-Star power to get 2 cards from their deck into the hand, just like that. Yeah, obviously we're not going to see what those cards are, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like something to get a Regidrago out, like a Quick Ball for example, which they are playing. Why are they playing Radiant Serena in this deck? That's really confusing. Okay, oh, they're just going to heal the damage off. Okay, fair enough. I'm hoping that they don't get an attack off, and it is a Regidrago deck we're playing against for sure. They switch into the Arceus V-Star, and they won't even knock us out. That's great because we got the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule on, so we have 200 max HP, and they've just done 180 damage. We live by 20 hit points, which is insane. So we will get the first 2 prizes of the game. We do top decker Guzma as well, just for good measure, and we will just do 180 damage to this Arceus V-Star, knock it out, and take 2 prizes. Absolutely insane. Here we go. We are ahead in this game. Another Roaring Moon and another Guzma. Okay, completely fine. So they do have they have powered up their Regidrago V now, so I wouldn't be surprised if they evolve into the Regidrago V-Star, but I think now definitely we've got a game plan. We can gust up the Arceus V on the bench, or V-Star now as it's evolved, and just gust and KO that next turn, and then the turn after we go after that Regidrago V on the bench that they've just benched too. So yeah, that's the game plan. We'll just take 4 easy prizes in 2 turns. How hard can it be to do that? Anyway, they do Apex Dragon for the Rolling Iron attack. They do knock us out, and they're taking 80 less damage from attacks during their next turn. But the good thing is we have a Guzma, so we can just bypass that effect. So I'll bench another Roaring Moon, sure, why not? You never know if we'll need it in this game. We'll gust up that Arceus V-Star and then go and swing into it for, what's that, 200 damage? That is ridiculous. 200 damage on a single prizer is ridiculous. Anyway, yep, there's only 2 prizes for us left now to take, which is insane. We have another Guzma in the hand, so I'm hoping that they don't evolve into a Regidrago V-Star on the bench, so we can have a shout at knocking this out, or knocking it out, sorry. And yeah, they do put the Giratina V-Star in the discard as well, which is insane, and the Dragonite to power up the Regidrago on the bench with its what was it, Hurricane Charge attack. Yeah, that's pretty insane. They do Roxanne us, which is very unfortunate, but we do still get the Guzma. That's kind of funny, which is kind of clutch. Yeah, they do have a second Regidrago V-Star in play now, unfortunately, as well. Yeah, not looking good for us. So they will, what will they do here? They might Rolling Iron again, they might Hurricane Charge on the Dragonite. Yeah, looks like they're gonna Rolling Iron again, which is completely fine. Take a prize as they knocked us out. So I'm probably gonna Guzma up that Regidrago V-Star on the bench and half hit it just for next turn, because they haven't powered up that Regidrago V-Star on the bench. So it is sort of a liability sitting there in the active spot now, which is brilliant for us. We're doing, what, 210 damage now, which is ridiculous. Yeah, absolutely insane. And if they can't do anything, obviously we win. And if they can, well, they're going to heal actually, so, well, that doesn't really do much. But yeah, if they do something, it is a little bit of a problem, because we don't have a brilliant hand, just one Flutter main in the hand, and we are sort of relying on a top deck, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. They're taking forever still. They Serena, discard a few cards from the hand, draw a few more. It's a very like old standard deck, I want to say. It's very much a standard deck of a few like expanded cards here and there, but it isn't like a proper expanded deck that we're playing against, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, here we are. So they escape rope, that is kind of helpful, because it means they won't knock out our powered up Roaring Moon that is now moved to the bench. And they're going to just Apex Dragon, I think, and use the Hurricane Charge on the Dragonite and power up their Regidrago V-Star on the bench, which is completely fine. But they do have 3 prizes remaining, so they can't necessarily win on their next turn. So I'm going to promote the Dedenne-GX into the active spot. We get an Earthen Vessel, so we can just use it and thin out the deck, get a couple more ancient cards into the discard pile, and get those last 2 energy from our deck into our hand, which is kind of helpful. Thins out the deck, because we all know thinning is winning in the Pokemon TCG. But yeah, we'll just have to unfortunately pass and hope and pray that something happens, because we are still in top deck mode. They're still going to heal that bench Regidrago V-Star, and the longer that it just stays there and gets healed, the more annoying it gets for us. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just Rolling Iron to end their turn, because it just knocks out the Dedenne. They take a couple prizes and they take 80 less damage, but they actually Marnie, which is insane. That gives us an extra few cards into the hand, and there's the Guzma. Can you believe it? They've Marnied us into the perfect hand, and they can't do anything about it now. The win is pretty much inevitable, I want to say at this point. I don't want to jinx anything, but I think that might be the win. Yeah, that's insane. Get Marnied into a Guzma for the game, that's crazy. Anyway, they are taking a while. I have sort of given away to you guys that we are going to win. But anyway, I want to see if we can do as much damage as possible with the Vengeance Fletching attack. See if we can get like maybe 250 damage. It might be BMing a little bit on our opponent, but I don't care, because they're just taking forever to play out their turn when they're just delaying the inevitable win that we're about to take. They get a Garchomp into the hand, which is actually quite concerning. They could snipe one of my benched Pokemon if they discard it, but they don't. They just Apex Dragon, completely fine. and they're probably going to knock out my Dedenne with Rolling Iron on the Guzma V-Star, or with the Guzma V-Star, sorry. And yeah, that's probably going to be game. Oh come on, they're taking forever. I should probably have cut this, to be honest. They'll take forever. Anyway, they do actually carry out the max action. They take a couple prizes, and we'll send up the Dedenne so we can Guzma in this turn, which is great. And you know what? I'm going to see if we can get as much ancient cards into this card as possible. Get that Dedenne back out into play with the Rescue Stretcher. And we'll just play the Dark Patch, why not? Because you can play cards, you know. Play for the fun of it. We'll Guzma up now, and then we can just Guzma up the Regidrago V-Star, and we can Dedenne, discard our hand, draw a fresh 6 cards. I feel so bad for doing this, but they're taking forever to play their hand. This is what they get, you know. Just like, let me play out my turn and just do as much damage as possible. What's that, 260 damage? Thank you very much. See you later, Regidrago V-Star. It's been nice playing with you. GG's. Last 2 prizes. And they concede. What the hell? They didn't let me take my last 2 prizes. Damn it. Anyway, GG's. So, what do you think? Is Ancient Box a good deck? Let me know in the comments. Here is another expanded deck video on your screen for the time being though. You're either going to love it or hate it. Until next time, stay strategic everyone. See ya.